Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. I am super excited to be out here on 80 up at the tracks to look at this. I've cruised by it so many times. Always wanted to look at it. This is a creek that comes out of a spring-fed lake called Mineola Club Lake. This is where it comes under 80 after it leaves the golf course and then proceeds into the Sabine River bottoms as it goes under the tracks over there. Because this is spring fed, it has pickerel in it, chain pickerel. Now this creek is usually flowing pretty good because it's spring fed. It's flowing really good right now because there's still runoff from the last time it rained, that ice storm, right? But because it's a healthy spring fed lake, it's always going to have flow. That's what attracts the pickerel to it, because its temperature stays pretty much the same year round. Now I have fished this creek before, but I've never been to this spot. Wow. This is awesome. I've always wanted to walk through here. Holy smokes. Look how pretty this is back here. So yeah, I know it's very shallow and I don't see fish along this stretch. Maybe there's something right in here. Should have brought the fly, should have brought the tenkara. It's a bit deeper right there. A lot of this creek is shallow. There are some spots that are deep and hold fish like bass. But a lot of these spots that are shallow like this also hold pickerel, especially this time of year in winter. Problem is, the pickerel I've caught here haven't been much bigger than that. So the bigger pickerel are up in the lake, and Mineola Club Lake is private. You can't fish it unless you live on it. There's a possibility that I'll be able to fish it in the future. In the past, it was one of those places where you pay a certain amount for the year and you can fish it, and there's a possibility that that's going to happen again. They're developing around it. It's a really nice lake. It's a shame I haven't been able to fish it yet. See, it's going to get a little deeper as we come through here. Problem is, pretty sure we're on private property, or we're going to be soon, so we just taking a look-see. I haven't seen any purple stripes or signs yet, but I know well enough that I will eventually, and I don't want to go up there. I think the next time I come back here, we're gonna bring the guitar. This is awesome. Imagine playing slide guitar in here. Whoa. If we were much further north, I would call this a trout stream. I want to go on the other side of the highway there. Thought about walking over there. Let's ride. It's kind of busy. I can interpret the traffic a lot better on the bike. This looks a lot better. This is a lot deeper. This is a golf course. There's probably a beaver dam underneath us, quite possibly. Generally speaking, it is not that desirable of a location, but we will give it a go. Same creek, different spot, just the other side of this golf course it flows through a corner of it, right? 80's right there. I have fished this spot before, but I have not fished it since I moved back to Mineola. Not stopped and looked at it either. The last time I was here fishing this, right where I'm standing right here, was a massive beaver dam slash log jam. It was a beaver dam, but it was also a log jam. All this stuff would get stuck here. Beavers around here tend to build their dams right at a bridge, either underneath it or before it or after it. That's why we have this water level held here like it is, much deeper than the first spot we looked at. And you can see right here, we've got a bit of a dam still. For whatever reason, it stinks like sewage right back there. Let's go over here where the bike is. I've been here for over an hour and just now started getting bites on the night crawler that I'm drop shotting. This is starting to feel like one of those scouting videos I do sometime. A scouting video that may not have fish in it. Yeah, so I scouted a part of this creek that I'd never been to, and I re-scouted a part of this creek that I have been to. And I've had like 2 bites on the night crawler and no bites on anything else. And the sun is dropping, the temp is dropping. The amount of traffic coming through here is dropping because everybody around 4 something was coming in and out, getting their kids. It's gonna stay steady, but if I don't catch a fish in the next 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna consider getting out of here because I got to go the back way. And I would like to get that done. Made my mind up. We are taking off. If we leave now, we can get to another public spot that happens to be on the way. And this is not that spot, but another spot. We're on the same creek, right across the street from the school. We're not far from where I was just fishing. Very shallow here. I don't see anything. Sometimes you'll see pickerel at these shallow spots. On this stretch running along the school property, I've caught little pickerel years ago. School is active right now, so I'm not going to do this stretch, but I am looking. I particularly like this stretch because I've encountered pickerel on it a lot, going above this little dam thing right here. I don't think this is a beaver dam. I think it's just a choke point. I don't smell sewage anymore. That's a good thing. Made a quick stop in town and then I headed this way. We don't have a lot of time, but check it out. This is where the creek comes underneath the road here after it leaves Mineola Club Lake, right? Up this way is the lake. So it comes out of the lake, and then because of beavers, it creates a slough, and then it comes here. It's flowing through here pretty good too. I have fished this spot many times. I used to live in town a while back, and this spot was really close to that spot. We're just gonna do night crawler here. We got some night crawlers that are just barely hanging on. This culvert is gotta be really old. I've caught pickerel at this spot. The only places I've caught pickerel on this creek is here and that stretch by the school. This would be an awesome place for the canoe or the kayak if that was public out this way. Where we're at, totally public. Switch to the jig. Primarily running this clip because I want you to hear what it sounds like when a car goes over. That's what it sounds like. Other than that, I like the way this spot is looking right now. But even when this spot looked different, it still had that sound when a car would go over. Ba boop. Kind of loud and abrupt. So the last time I fished this, the water level was a lot lower and things looked different. There was more of a dam. There was more water held on the property up there than there was back here behind the dam. And now the dams have changed that were in the distance, and I see water backed up going that way a bit over there and straight ahead. I've seen fish break the water going out that way, especially right above in the distance. There's a little low beaver dam. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite spots in this town to look for pickerel, but not this afternoon. I ain't getting anything, no bites. Huh, I wish I was on the lake. Mineola Club Lake has probably got the tanks. The big chain pickerel are up in there, right? So in the south, there are two river basins I know of that have chain pickerel in them. In Louisiana and Mississippi, it's the Pearl. That basin has pickerel in it, and wintertime is when you should target them. The Sabine River is the second one. If it's a part of the Sabine River basin, such as this creek is, it could have pickerel because they're present in the Sabine River basin, and we're in it right now. But here in East Texas, if it's spring fed, your chances of finding pickerel are much, much better. And this is spring fed. Part of it smelled like sewage. This part doesn't, and this part looks juicy, but I ain't getting any bites today. Wintertime, colder weather is a good time here too to target them. We'll have to come back. But there are other places that are a part of the basin that have pickerel in them. There are other lakes, like there's a spring-fed lake just that way going out of town on 80 right before Big Sandy, Lake Hawkins. That is a spring-fed lake, and that has pickerel in it, and that is a public lake. That is a county lake. Whereas this spring-fed lake just up above me here, Mineola Club Lake, that's private. There is a possibility I'll be able to fish it in the future, fingers crossed, because that's got some fish in it. It doesn't get fished very much. So yeah, you're right. Just out here in my little town, scouting around, trying to see if I can find pickerel. And I did not. But I learned something. I saw some spots I'd not seen yet. And I looked at some spots I haven't seen for like 4 years. And they're different. Some of them stunk. Some of them stank. We'll have to come back. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I'll see y'all next time.